My child, don't wait another second. This is a holy interruption in your day, a divine stop sign placed in front of your scrolling. You did not stumble onto this message by accident. Heaven has ordered your steps to arrive here right now. There is something God has been waiting to tell you, and this is the moment your spirit is ready to hear it. Time has been slipping by, opportunities have felt like they passed you, but the Lord is saying, pause and listen. What you are about to hear carries confirmation, direction, and breakthrough. Do not click away. Do not silence this tug in your spirit. Stay, listen, and let heaven speak directly to your heart today, clearly. You have been carrying more than anyone around you realizes. There are silent battles you fought alone, holding in emotions because you didn't want to worry anyone, disappoint anyone, or appear weak. You've laid awake on nights when your mind wouldn't quiet down, thinking, replaying, questioning, wondering why life has felt so heavy, so delayed, so uncertain. You've prayed prayers that felt like they floated into the air unanswered. You've wiped tears in private, telling yourself to stay strong, even when your heart felt exhausted. You've tried to keep moving forward while feeling stuck in the same cycles. You've questioned yourself, your future, and at times even your purpose. You felt moments of confusion where nothing made sense, and moments of loneliness even in a room full of people. But hear this clearly. God saw every tear. He heard every whisper. He noticed the weight you've been carrying. Nothing you endured has gone unseen by heaven. This message is reaching you now because God is responding to what you've been silently struggling with, those hidden worries you didn't know how to express. Heaven is acknowledging your pain, your patience, and your perseverance. My child, the timing of this message is not random. Heaven has aligned this exact second for you to hear what is being released. There is a spiritual urgency surrounding your life right now, an opening, a shift, a divine doorway that is only accessible when you are fully present and spiritually awake. The Spirit is saying, do not delay. Do not postpone what I am placing before you. You have stepped into a moment where heaven is moving things on your behalf, rearranging situations, and preparing breakthrough in ways you cannot yet see. This message is not to inspire fear but to bring clarity and awakening. When God speaks with urgency, it is because something important is unfolding, something that requires your attention, your awareness, your alignment. There is a blessing that has been held, a breakthrough that has been forming, a shift that has been waiting for you to reach this moment in time. If you ignore this nudge, the spiritual momentum around you may quiet. But if you lean and if you open your heart, what is being released will manifest swiftly. You are being called to listen, to be alert, to receive. Heaven is speaking directly to you now. You have walked through seasons that tested the very core of who you are. There were moments when life hit you so hard that you questioned whether you would ever feel whole again. You've experienced betrayal from people you trusted, people you never imagined would hurt you the way they did. Their absence, their silence, their sudden change left a wound you tried to pretend wasn't there. But God saw it. You've endured losses, relationships that faded, opportunities that slipped through your hands, finances that crumbled, plans that fell apart despite your best efforts. You faced days when you felt numb, drained, and disconnected from yourself. Days when you carried responsibilities far heavier than your strength, yet you still pushed through. There were seasons when heaven felt distant. Prayers felt unanswered. It seemed like every door you knocked on stayed locked. You wondered if you were being overlooked, punished, or forgotten. But hear this in your spirit. You were never alone. Even in silence, God was working. Even in confusion, He was guiding. Even in heartbreak, He was protecting. None of your struggles were meant to destroy you. They were shaping you, preparing you, strengthening you for the very blessing that is approaching your life right now. My child, open your heart now, because this is the moment heaven has been guiding you toward. The Spirit is speaking clearly. Do not wait another second. Your breakthrough is already in motion. What you could not see, what you could not feel, what you thought was delayed or denied is actually unfolding behind the scenes with divine precision. There is a spiritual quickening happening around your life. What once felt stuck is loosening. What once seemed impossible is shifting. Angels have been dispatched on your behalf, clearing paths, softening hearts, restoring strength, and arranging divine connections. The blessing that was held back is now being released, not because you asked perfectly, but because God has seen your endurance, your faith, and your quiet perseverance. Heaven is saying, you are stepping into alignment. You are stepping into clarity. You are stepping into what I prepared long before you faced the battles that tried to break you. You are entering a moment of divine acceleration. Things that once took months will suddenly happen swiftly. Answers you sought will arrive with clarity. Doors that remained closed are about to open with ease. The weight that hath been sitting on your chest is lifting. The confusion draining your energy is dissolving. A fresh wind of spiritual renewal is coming over your life. God is revealing that the trials were not punishment, they were positioning. The delays were not rejection, they were protection. The silence was not abandonment, it was preparation. And now, heaven is declaring, move now. Believe now. Receive now. This is your confirmation that you are not behind, you are not forgotten, and you have not missed your moment. Everything you lost is being redeemed. Everything broken is being restored. Everything unclear is becoming visible. You are crossing into a new chapter, one written with divine timing, divine favor, and divine breakthrough. My child, this is where your response matters. Heaven is watching how you handle this moment. Many hear a word like this and brush it aside, telling themselves they will come back to it later. But later never arrives. The Spirit is saying, do not delay. Do not wait another second to agree with what I am releasing over you. This is not about pressure, it is about alignment. When you respond in faith, you step into the flow of what is already being prepared for you. If you ignore this, you may remain in the same cycle you have been asking God to break. Do not scroll past your own answer. Honor this moment. A simple yes in your spirit can shift everything. Choose to agree, to believe, to receive, and watch doors open that once seemed permanently closed. My child, if this message is stirring something inside you, don't stay silent. Your words carry spiritual weight. When you speak agreement, you activate what heaven is releasing over your life. This is not just a comment, it is a declaration, a signal to the spiritual realm that you are ready for the shift God is preparing. Write something simple yet powerful, like Amen, I receive, or I claim this breakthrough. Let your declaration be your step of faith, your moment of alignment, your open door. What you speak in this moment becomes the beginning of what God is setting in motion. Release your agreement, and let the blessing meet you where you stand. My child, breathe deeply and let peace settle over your spirit. Heaven is surrounding you in this moment, wrapping you in clarity, strength, and renewal. God is lifting the weight you've been carrying and replacing it with assurance that you are not behind, not forgotten, and not overlooked. The path ahead of you is being cleared. The battles you've been fighting are coming to an end. You are stepping into a season where confusion will turn into understanding, where resistance will turn into breakthrough, and where waiting will turn into receiving. Walk forward knowing that God has gone before you, lining every detail, preparing every blessing, and protecting every step. You are stepping into divine timing, into a chapter that carries favor, restoration, and answers. Nothing can stop what heaven has already set in motion for you. You are chosen. You are seen. You are covered. And the blessing that belongs to you is already on its way.